Well, I finally figured out why the average person in America has no idea that they're eligible for over now in 2025 over $18,000 in federal grants. That's the average that's given out to every American every year. And it's actually $18,767. Now, the rich people know about this, and they're applying to every nickel, dime, and penny that they could get. And actually even they're applying to programs that you'd think would be for people with no money, and people with lots of money are getting a whole lot of it. My mission is to show the average person that they're eligible for all these programs too, and they could get an average of $18,776 in 2025, because that's around the corner, right? Okay, now here's what the picture looks like. I mean, okay, as you see the graph here, that tells you about $4.8 trillion, $4.8 trillion. Okay, the total budget is only $7.2 trillion. So that's a good piece of all the government money is going to individuals. Okay, here's how that makes up in our economy. Okay, when you talk about the economy, you talk about all the money the government or the country has. So all the money that the country has is called the government domestic purchasing power, okay, GDP. Here's a chart that shows you that, okay? On the right, you see the yellow part, okay? Now, that's the private sector. That's all the .com people, and they get 48% or 58%, so 60%. About 60% of all the money in the United States comes from the private sector, okay? The .coms, that's where you go get the money, at the private sector, the .coms, okay? And they charge, right? That's what .com is all about. Now, the other part, which is about 40% of the money, so that's almost close to half, right? 40% of the money does not come from the private sector. It comes from the public sector or the community sector. This is the sector that helps individuals. It's sort of like, in the neighborhood. If you live in a neighborhood, you want to help your neighbor, right? So that's your community. If their house is on fire, you go over and help them put out the fire no matter what. You don't ask them for their credit card first. So that's what our community does as a nation. We have a community sector, and that's made up of government spending, which is .gov, okay? And then also nonprofit contributions, which is .org. So those two people, which is the biggest part, is the government, is 40%. So that's 40% of everything is not in Google. Google is where you find the private sector. The public sector and the community sector is all not in Google, where the private sector is. So you have to look for this differently. You can't use the same skills that you've developed on how to find help in the private sector in the public sector. So that's why you have to learn different skills. And that's what we do at letsgov't.com, is teach you these skills to learn how to get funding from the public sector, the government. The rich people know this. This is how I found out about these programs. I was helping the rich sector get more and more money from our economy. And they do that by going to the public sector. So that's why I want to teach the average person how to go to the public sector to get their money to do, because you're just as eligible and even more eligible, I feel, morally. There should be more going to the people with less income instead of going with people with lots of income. So how do you do that? Okay, one way is you start by going and seeing how big this public sector is. If you go to findhelp.org, findhelp.org, and that's in my zip code, you put in your zip code, and I will get 3,506 programs, 3,506 programs that are in the public sector. That means they're helping you for free. They're giving money for free. This is part of the money. So 40% of all the money we have comes from this public sector, okay? And they give it to individuals like you, no matter what income you are. And the rich know how to get their share and even more, because they work hard at this. The average person has no idea where to go. So here's where to go. This is what I do. I tell people where to go. Here's where to start. There's a lot of other places. The place not to go, is Google. Don't go to Google. You go here. And just start here. So you have a problem. They say you were trying to pay rent. Okay, you can go here for rent. Put in rent up here on the top. Oh, put in your zip. Oh, I already did put my zip code in. Then you put in rent up here in the search bar, and you'll see 77 organizations in my zip code that help you pay rent. Okay, now what you have to do is another skill you have to start learning, and that's how to use your phone to get the money. You don't just look for an application and fill it out. No, you can't do that. You have to look for a phone and call them in. You have the numbers right here, and you just contact them. And you contact, even if it takes you calling 10 times, 20 organizations. What the hell? Somebody's going to give you, $50,000 or maybe even $5,000 to pay your rent. That's worth a couple hours on the phone, isn't it? I would think so, because you've been going in Google looking for this and you never find it. So that's crazy, because you're in the private sector. Private sector doesn't give away money, okay? Private sector wants your money. So you stay away from them, please. And go to places like this that show you money for free. Now you have to find out which of these 77 items are for you. The best way to do that is start calling as many people as possible. You get people on the phone, it's easier for them to help you if they know you, if they know what your problem is. And you don't have to know what to say. You just say, hey, I need help. I can't pay my rent. Can you help me? And if you cannot help me, can you suggest somebody else to help me? Because they're your key to finding more free help, because they know all the other organizations better than you and I will ever know. They won't know everything, so that's why you have to keep calling people. If they say no, if one person says, oh no, they've never heard of such a thing, that's okay. They never heard of such a thing. It's a big world out there. There's 77 people right here, and there's probably a dozen or two more that nobody knows about. And you find them by talking to people. That's what it's all about. It's about talking to people who are in business to help you, okay? Another way for free to look for these programs. Here, there's a place called AI. You may be afraid of that. Don't be. You could put chat.openai.com, and it's free, and you could use any of the other artificial intelligence, and it's very easy. You're programming the computer to find these for you, okay? And they go through the whole internet world, and you say something like this, and I have a sample here. You'll see that in the descriptions below. And I say, here, I go to ChatGPT. You want to go to one of the others, Bard, or what do they call it? I forget what Google's is called. Some space age name. Any of those, you try. Autopilot, all these kind of things. Here's what you say. Some important words in here to make sure you add. Give me a list of 50, now here are the important words, nonprofit organizations and government offices. Nonprofit organizations and government offices, because they're the only people that give out free money. If you don't put that, then they're going to find other people that say it's free money, but it's not, because they're in business to make money from you. No nonprofit organization or government office is there to take your money. They're all there to give you money, so you're safe. No scammers, nothing. And that's what's great about AI. You can't do this in Google. You're going to get killed. Okay, so give me a listing of 50 nonprofit organization government offices that provide free money and help to get out of debt and pay my bills. Include the websites. That's all you have to do. One sentence. Okay, and they're there. Here they are, the Salvation Army, Catholic Charities, Urban League, Habitat for Humanity, they give it, Patient Advocate Foundation, the Assistance Fund, United Breast Cancer Foundation, Leukemia, Clarify. I said here, the next one I did, how about for Philadelphia? See, that were national programs. Here's for Philadelphia, an organization called Clarify provides financial counseling and education to help individuals manage their debt and improve their financial ability. Consumer bankruptcy assistance offers debt counseling and pro bono, that means free, Chapter 7 bankruptcy help. Provides, here's another one, Money Management International. These are all private, never going to charge you any money. Provides nonprofit financial education, counseling to consumers with debt, budgeting, housing, and student loan concerns. Credit Counseling Center, nonprofit that gives Philadelphia families to get out of debt and gain control of their finance. Money Fit by DRS. Offers debt relief programs and financial solutions. Community Legal Services, Philadelphia Legal Assistance. People's Emergency Center offers financial counseling and support services. Families experience homelessness and poverty. Okay, it is just goes on and on. It offers financial assistance. Urban offers programs focus on economic development and financial literacy, provides assistance with unemployment and issues, and offers financial counseling services. Diversified community, financial education to support low-income families. Okay, here's another one, financial assistance and counseling for individuals, offers financial counseling support. It just goes on and on. Here's financial assistance for needy families. Here, this offers financial assistance and interest-free loans, connects people with food assistance and other financial assistance, free financial assistance, partners with local nonprofits to deliver services to those in need. It is, I mean, you got 100 places right there just in Philadelphia. Please use these. Please learn how to do it. And if you need our help, we have a special offer right now. Funny you to ask. And we charge $20 to get unlimited personal help to apply to all those programs we talked about and anything else you need money for. Because I'll show you government money programs to solve any problem. You want to fix up your house, you want to start a business, you want to get a new career, you want to anything. Get health care, legal help, whatever. Okay, for 5 days, you could get all our free help, okay, for 5 days for $1. That's right, just $1. And you get unlimited free help by us and all the other members. What we have is a membership of 12,000 people that help each other get these grants. So it's a membership, members helping members. So you have access to 12,000 people that have gotten this money or tried to get this money, and they share their experiences. So right now, today, there's probably 3 or 4 hours of people that are available for you to talk to who got this money, and they show you how they got it. That's free. And now our service is usually $20, but you could try it for $5 for 5 days for $1. If you go to letsgodollar.com and sign up, and then after 5 days, we charge you $20, and this offer is only good until Christmas Eve, the 25th of December at midnight. This offer is going to go away. So you have now until midnight on the 25th of December to apply to get 5 days of unlimited free help to apply. So you have 5 days after the 25th to apply to every program that you need money for. And then if you like us, you'll stay, and that's what we're counting on. So that's why we have a deadline to make sure we don't lose too much money if this is a losing proposition. But our main issue is to make sure everybody knows about this, okay? Shh, don't tell anybody. Yes, tell everybody. They all need the money.